Title: The Depths of Despair. In the quaint village of Eldergrove, nestled between sprawling meadows and towering mountains, lived a woman named Stella March. With vibrant auburn hair and eyes that sparkled like emeralds, she was known for her kindness and determination. She lived a simple life, tending to her family's farm with her parents and younger brother. But one fateful night, everything changed. As darkness settled over Eldergrove, a sinister group of fiends descended upon the village. They moved like shadows, their eyes glinted with malice, and their laughter echoed like a chilling wind. In the chaos, Stella watched helplessly as they abducted her family, dragging her mother, father, and brother into the depths of the earth beneath their home. All she had left were echoes of their cries as she stood frozen, paralyzed by fear. When dawn broke, the village was silent. Stella's heart pounded in her chest as she sank to her knees. She could not allow despair to consume her. She needed to find them. Legend spoke of an underground city called Urkthar, a dark realm teeming with wicked beings. Stella knew that the fiends who had taken her family would be hiding deep within its twisted tunnels. With determination coursing through her veins, she sought counsel from a hermit named Alaric, an old warrior who had weathered many storms. He lived at the edge of Eldergrove, dwelling among ancient battle relics that spoke of forgotten tales. After sharing her tragedy, Stella implored him to teach her how to become strong enough to face the darkness. "Strength is born from pain and perseverance," Alaric said, his voice gravelly yet soft. "It won't be easy. You'll need to train for years." Despite the daunting path ahead, Stella nodded, a fire ignited within her heart. And so began the journey of transformation. Days melted into months and months into years as Stella trained rigorously under Alaric's tutelage. She learned the art of combat, mastering both swordplay and archery. Her once soft hands were now calloused, and her body, once fragile, had been hardened into a vessel of strength. In the evenings when the sun dipped below the horizon, she practiced the arcane incantations that the old warrior shared, calling upon the elements to aid her in battle. Through every trial, Stella held on to the hope of reuniting with her family. She memorized their faces and voices, and in her heart, she knew that every drop of sweat and every bruise marked a step closer to freeing them from the grips of evil. On the dawn of the 5th year, Stella found herself standing at the entrance of Urkthar, a gaping maw in the earth guarded by jagged rocks and swirling mists. A deep shiver ran down her spine, but the image of her family propelled her forward. With a final glance skyward, she stepped into the abyss, her heart steady and her breath even. The underground city was a nightmarish expanse of stone and shadow, illuminated by the eerie glow of phosphorescent fungi. Stella navigated the winding passages with the agility of a hunted creature, fending off fiendish sentinels at every turn. She dispatched them with precision, her years of training sharpening her instincts. The further she ventured, the more she felt the oppressive atmosphere weighing down upon her. Whispers of despair echoed through the stone walls, tales of those who had come before her and failed. But a flicker of hope blossomed within her heart. She wouldn't falter. After what felt like an eternity, she reached the heart of Urkthar, a grand chamber filled with strange artifacts and a swirling darkness that pulsated like a living entity. There, at the center, were her family, her mother, father, and brother, bound and surrounded by fiends clad in black armor, their eyes gleaming with wicked delight. "Let them go." Stella's voice cut through the air, steely and unyielding. The fiend leader, a towering creature with a jagged crown rumored to have been forged from the bones of the fallen, turned to her with a sinister grin. "You think you can save them? They are mine now. You are just a girl playing at heroism." Stella unsheathed her sword, its edge glinting with the light of her resolve. "I am not just a girl. I am Stella March, and I will not abandon my family." With a battle cry that echoed through the chamber, she charged forward. The clash of steel and the cries of the fallen filled the air as Stella fought against overwhelming odds. She called upon the elemental forces she had mastered. Wind swirled around her, giving her speed. Flames leaped to her command, driving back the dark fiends as she battled. As chaos erupted, she fought with the strength of her love for her family. In the final desperate moment, she locked eyes with her family. Their unwavering belief in her fueled the final blow against the fiend leader. With a cry that seemed to shake the very foundations of Urkthar, Stella struck true. The leader fell, scattering the darkness that held her family captive. With the fiends defeated, Stella rushed to her family, embracing them fiercely as tears of joy streamed down her cheeks. "I found you." Together they escaped the underground city as it began to collapse under the weight of the darkness that had once consumed it. They emerged into the light, the colors of the world intoxicating after years in the gloom. As the sun rose over Eldergrove, Stella stood with her family, her heart full. They would rebuild their lives together. But Stella knew she would carry the lessons of her journey wherever she went. She had faced her fears, trained relentlessly, and discovered the boundless well of strength within her. The depths of despair had not defeated her. Instead, they had forged her into a beacon of hope. From that day forward, Stella March was not just a name in the village. She became a symbol of resilience, a reminder that the deepest love could overcome the darkest of evils. And whenever she gazed upon the mountains, she would remember the shadows she had conquered and the family she had fought so fiercely to free.